My sense is that your case is this, that Christine has placed every single possible obstacle between you and Christian in terms of establishing and maintaining a relationship. Is that how you see it?
Absolutely.
And that despite that, you have established a relationship with her?
Yes. I'll see you Friday, okay?
I love you.
Oh.
I love you.
Oh. I love you too, sweet boy. I'll see you
I
soon,
love
okay?
you. Bye.
Bye.
If we look at how you are in contact with him, we see someone who is kind, careful, and who has a meaningful relationship.
Yes.
That's common ground between you and Coventry, isn't it?
Yes.
But although the local authority itemizes lots of different allegations, really it's saying two things. Firstly, that the relationship between you and Christine is a highly conflicted one and abusive. And secondly, that Christian was neglected in Christine's care. Do you understand that those are the two headline allegations that the local authority makes about the threshold conditions?
Yes, I do.
It's very clear you agree with us about neglect.
Yes.
You have been abusive to Christine.
When you have someone threatening your job, your own mental health, I mean, she hired somebody to have me killed.
Yeah,
I mean, that's incredible. When you're being harassed.
Anyway, fucking apologize. Like, I'm serious.
I'm sorry for anything I wrote that was wrong. Anything that wasn't, of course, I will not apologize for.
No. Stop abusing me. Like,
You're harassing me
again,
right now.
Yeah. I don't care. You don't, right now, you don't give a fuck that you...
You're banging on my door at 1 o'clock in the morning.
What?
You're banging on my door at 1 o'clock in the morning.
You're recording this.
You have all this happening to you, you're probably going to say some things in return that aren't very nice. I'd have never gone out of my way to abuse her or initiate any kind of abuse. I have been responding to her when I probably shouldn't have responded at all.
You stood by every allegation that Christian was at risk of harm attributable to his mother, but the local authority is alleging that you have played as much a part in the abusive relationship that exists as has Christine.
What? What the fuck?
Do you accept that or do you refuse it?
Strongly would disagree with that.
25th of September, you would take full custody of then still unborn Christian. There'd be no visitation without your discretion, and we know about the bad language.
Yes.
True or false in that communication?
That is absolutely true. I knew the danger she posed to him. Yes.
23rd of September 2020, you put her in prison, remove Christian from her permanently, and then kill yourself. Welcome to your nightmare. True or false that you sent the message?
So did you send those?
I did not, and it doesn't even make coherent sense. I will put you in prison, then kill myself.
Okay.
That's one strong indicator that this was falsely produced and by someone clearly unwell. That doesn't make any sense.
The allegation is that you messaged Christine 23rd of April 2021 to say that you were not interested in sharing Christian, as it meant she would be in your life as well. Either I get full custody or you get full custody.
Yes, that's accurate.
It's a yes.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you, please, Mr. Bond, just to confront what those messages which you do accept you've sent tell you about your own responsibility for conflict within this relationship. Because it's obvious, isn't it, that you bear responsibility as well.
Should not have engaged with someone that was abusive towards me. I entertained it for far too long, and all it resulted in was more and more arguments, more and more toxicity. It was just fueling the fire. There was no point. And ultimately, I realized that that could not continue.
You're willing to make that concession?
Sure.
Why, previously, have you denied responsibility for your actions in this context?
I fully acknowledge that Christine and I had a toxic relationship, and we can go back and forth on context and who did what to who. But that aside, my point of contention was that this did not impact my son, that I've never done anything to cause harm to my son.
The problem in the family that does exist on a certain level between you, Christine, and Christian is that his parents do have an abusive relationship and they can't fix it.
There is no relationship between her and I. We're not in communication.
And he is at risk, isn't he, emotionally, from living in the care of parents whose nature is as toxic as you described it.
No, I don't believe he would be in danger because she will not be in my life or his unless she is in fact well, and if she were in fact well, we wouldn't be in conflict.
Only realistic outcome I think you see on this case is for him not to have any contact with his mother.
If that situation changes and she is in fact stable, that's another story.
It seems to be a reality of your analysis that if Christian is in your care, he has to have no contact with his mother. There is no other way of managing that.
I mean, the mother hired a hitman to have me killed.
This is a crucifixion, and don't tell me it's not.
On the issue of Christian's first name and second name, you describe what your thinking is about that now, but the reality, I think, is from what you've said, the decisions to name him were cruel, putting it mildly. Just in who he is and who he feels to be, he's going to be, isn't he, a visible reminder of the conflict that is right at the root of what happened between you and Christine.
No. And I say that because I cannot look at my son and feel anything but love. That's it.
How will you explain to him the cruelty that his mother perpetrated in choosing those names for him?
I would not explain that to him because I don't see how that would be to any benefit. I have always called him Keanu, so that way he always was still hearing that name, and he does react to it. He does respond to it, same as Christian. And that's why, though, I do want to make sure I consult with a therapist to make sure that if we were to change his name, that it's appropriate.
You're contemplating, these are my words, not yours, but you're contemplating him having two identities, Christian Hillier and Keanu Bond.
Is this real life?
Yeah, this is real life.
Traditionally, the last name usually is that of the father, so I don't think that's any significant issue. Changing the last name from Hillier to Bond, I think that's entirely appropriate. I think it's the first name where there could be, that's worth discussing. I wouldn't say there's two identities, being that is his middle name, so it's not a giant leap.
A relative, stranger, somebody he's seen on a screen.
I know. We're gonna see you Thursday.
No.
See you Thursday.
And soon you're gonna be home. You're gonna be with Daddy all the time, okay?